Close your eyes. Take a big inhale, complete deep inhale, and let go through your mouth with a big sigh. Exhaling completely. And once again, big inhale. And nice. And then just to stay on your mat, seated on your cushion, on your block. And start paying attention to your breath, to your natural breath. Preparing yourself mentally for the next hour, where you're going to be here just with yourself, with your body, with your breath, with your own emotions and feelings, and of course, with me. But just know that for the next hour, you don't have to go anywhere, be anywhere, or be anything else. You don't have to make any decision. You just have to listen to your body and the instructions. This is a time for you. During the day, we take so many decisions. So this is a good time to just let go. Be more in your body. Be more in your breath. Observe your breath. Observe your body sitting on a cushion, sitting on a bed, on a mat, or sitting on the block. Just bring your attention to your buttocks, to your bum, to that area that's in touch with the floor. Focusing there, feeling that contact of you and the floor. Feeling how perhaps through that contact, you're growing roots into the ground. Knowing that you're not on your own, that the earth beneath you is supporting you. Trusting that support. Trusting that the floor is there. The earth underneath you is there. Feeling that contact. And as we inhale, feel the breath going down to that point of contact. And as you exhale, feeling the breath going up through your spine, all the way up to the crown of your head. And again, as you inhale, feel the breath down there in that point of contact between you and the floor, and growing roots deep into the ground. And as you exhale, go all the way up through the spine and up to the crown of your head. A few more times in your own rhythm. Last time, just slowly, gently open your eyes, allowing the light to come in. And for those who were here last week, or for those who know, we're gonna just once again practice Ujjayi breath today. So to be able to incorporate it a bit during the class. Those who know it, you can start practicing. Those who don't, just pay attention. If you want to cross your legs, to change the crossing of your legs, please be free to do that at any point that it feels uncomfortable. This might be a good point, actually. So those who are not here, let's start by simply put your hand in front of you and imagine that your hand is a mirror and you want to clean the mirror. So the first thing you do is you open your mouth and make this little noise from the back of your throat. You hear? I'm exaggerating it and I'm wearing a microphone. So you probably hear it really loud. So that's what we want to experience, okay? But now with your mouth closed. So try again, doing that nose but closing your mouth. Can you hear? Both as you inhale and as you exhale, that is a contraction in the back of your neck. That is called Ujjayi breath, or sometimes it's called ocean breath, because for some of you, it might remind you of the waves of the sea going, a little sound that the sea makes when it comes and goes. Ujjayi breath is used mainly in vinyasa and in Ashtanga traditions, and it's a way to focus your mind rather than in the posture, in the breath. So your focus is always there in your breath, okay? It should be loud enough for you to hear it, but not so loud that your neighbor can hear it. You're alone in your house, so that's absolutely fine. So for practice purposes, you can try to make it a bit louder. But otherwise, your neighbor shouldn't be able to hear it. It's not so strong that you lose energy through it, okay? So just close your eyes and again, just practice a bit of this Ujjayi breath. As you inhale, contracting the back of your throat. And as you exhale, contracting. So there's a slight noise coming in and out. Also, you can count your breath, trying to make the inhalation and the exhalation equal in length to one another. Very good. And we're gonna move. So you're gonna go onto your hands and knees. Just remember that breath. You can put your pillow, your cushion to one side. In your hands and knees, make sure that your wrist is just below your shoulders and your knees just below your hips. If you have a lot of padding, but if you need more padding, you can put a cushion underneath your knees. And let's practice that Ujjayi breath in motion. So as you inhale, drop the belly, look up. And as you exhale, Ujjayi breath, pushing the floor away for angry cat. Inhale. Ujjayi breath, exhale. Focusing on the breath. One more time, inhale. Drop the belly, the tailbone pointing at the sky, the breast forward, elbows locked. Exhale, reverse. One more time, inhale, drop the belly, look up. It's not so much as looking up, but the chest looking forward. And as we exhale, come through angry cat and then lean back to child pose. So sit on your heels, extend your arms as much as you can. It's not a relaxed child. Our child is actually the elbows off the floor. Look forward to your hands and stretch them. Thinking of stretching your armpits. So your belly is on your thighs, perhaps. The direction of your hands is forward and the direction of your buttocks is towards your heels. And we're giving a good stretch to the armpits and to the sides of the body. Now, as we inhale, we go back into cat and cow. Slight variation because now your hands are a bit forward. Tap your toes, and the next exhale, you come into the first downward dog. Do it slowly, mindfully. Don't need to go to the full expression of the pose yet. Bend your knees as much as you need to. We're gonna do this in movement a couple of times. Inhaling, drop the knees for tabletop again. Exhaling, come to that variation of child pose, the active child pose. Inhale, cat and cow, tabletop. Exhale, downward dog. A few more times. Bring the Ujjayi breath. Now inhale. And as we exhale, child. Inhale, table. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, table. When you come to table, make sure as well that you extend the torso. Head in one direction, backwards in another. Exhale, child. Arms are stretched. Inhale, table. Use the abdominal muscles, engaging the belly button. Exhale, downward dog. One more time. Inhale, table. Use this opportunity to really engage the belly. Exhale, child. Inhale, table. Exhale, downward dog. Perhaps we've gone up slightly deeper now in the downward dog. And stay here for a moment. Lifting the heels as high as you can. And pushing the hands against the floor. Push the hands against the floor. Yeah, but not the wrists. We're pushing through the knuckles and the fingers. And the L shape of our hands, the thumb and the first index finger. So we're focusing on our hands today rather than the feet. Focus there. That's your base. Focus in that contact against the floor. Remember that the floor is there for you. Remember that this is there for you. If it's hard for you, come back to tabletop. Bring the knees to the floor. Very good. One more time. Exhaling here. The next inhale, bring the knees to the floor. We go back to tabletop. We're going to do a couple of core and I can't even speak anymore. Balancing postures. Okay. Inhaling, lift the knee, the right knee towards your chest, pushing the hands away, pushing the hands against the floor. The knee comes up, and now slowly, slowly extend it behind you. Make sure you don't drop or twist your hips. Keep it here. Engage the belly. Belly is engaged. Hold it, hold it. If you're comfortable, extend the left leg, the left arm. The left bicep is along the ears. You're in a straight line. And today, focus on those points of contact with the floor. See if you can grow a bit more. The shin, the left shin is on the floor, pushing, helping you there. Very good. One more breath. And hand comes to the floor, knee comes to the floor. Very good. Let's do the other side. And again, inhaling, bring the left leg straight. Let's try not to twist. It's a straight. Engage the belly button. Hold it, and if you're comfortable, the right arm lifts, bicep along the ear, lengthen, lengthen. You want to think long rather than high. And again, let's focus on these points of contact with the floor. Feeling like the right shin, the left arm are there supporting you. The floor is there supporting you. Holding the back. And knee on the floor. Nice. One more. Now extend strong right leg behind you. And bring the left leg open a bit to the side. We're going to go for a variation of side plank. Okay? So now the right leg is behind you and the left is on the floor. Bring the arms up. And if here we're comfortable, you can stay here or lean a bit more on the left hand and lift the right leg up. In, exhale down, a little tap. Inhale up, exhale down, one more time, inhale up. If you're comfortable here, try to find that foot and push the foot against the hand against the foot, but the knee doesn't lift. The knee is still on the same level as the hip. Otherwise, come back to any other variation. And slowly and gently come back to tabletop, and we do the other side. Again, open a bit with the right hand. The left foot is on the floor. Very good. Length. There's a variation of side plank. Bring the hand up. This may be where we stay today. This is pretty strong already. If we feel comfortable, lean a bit more towards the right and lift. We can lift as much as we can. We can stay here, or we can do tapping. Exhaling, tap to the floor. Inhale up, squeezing the buttocks. Exhale, tap. Inhale up. Exhale, tap. Inhale up. And you can hold it here, or once again, find the foot. Pressing the hand against the foot against the hand. Again, remember, the knee is not higher than the hip. Keep it on the same level. A bit of balance here. And again, slowly and with care, come back to tabletop. Once again, come to that child, active child. Look forward, see those hands trying to crawl away from you. Like spiders going away, your buttocks going towards your heels, two opposing forces. Now, check that your elbows are facing each other, the inside of the elbows. Slowly, slowly lift, tap your toes and come into downward dog. As I said, we're focusing a lot on that strength in the arms today. So you can bend the knees as much as you need to. And then slowly, slowly walk your hands towards your feet. And dangle here. Again, bend your knees as much as you need to. You can stretch one, then the other. Just dangle. It's a great way to release the spine. Now bend the knees generously and slowly, slowly start rolling up. Roll up, roll up, roll up. Inhaling, bring the arms up. Exhale, hands together in front of your chest. Once again, release the hands to the sides. Open the hands to face the forward of the room and inhaling up. Look towards your hands, stretch there, a couple of breaths. So again, feel the opposing forces, your feet rooting into the ground, your hands want to touch the sky, and your belly button is really squeezing. And exhaling, bring the hands, keep that engagement on your legs, but bring the hands to your chest. One more time. Inhaling, hands down, open the what's this called? Shoulders. Inhaling all the way up. Your hands meet in the sky, strong. See if they can really press against each other. Press, press, press. How strong you feel there. And then keeping this engagement, engaging the inner thighs, the belly button, that doesn't move your hands, come down. Very good, one last time, inhale up. This time, keep that engagement where you're gonna bend forward. Your hand comes in front and you bend forward at the same time. You can knees, so your hands can meet the floor, and when your hands have met the floor, once again, walk forward till you find that dog. Okay, very good. Now lift the heels as high as you can, and that will push your legs forward, ripple forward till you come to plank. If that's too much, bring the knees to the floor. Inhale here. And as you exhale, knees up again and come to downward dog. And again, 2 more times. Inhale, lift the knees, the heels. Lift the heels, that will push you forward, and you're coming to plank. So your shoulders are above your wrists. If that's too much, remember, you can always bring the knees down. Exhale, downward dog once again. 1 more time. Inhaling, lift the heels. Ripple, ripple, plank. Stay here for 2 breaths. You could have the knees on the floor. Hold it, strong legs, strong arms. Exhale, come back to downward dog. Awesome, and now walk little steps. How small can we make the steps to come to the front of the mat? Until there's a moment that you need to bend your knees, or perhaps not. Very good, bend your knees generously, come all the way up. Hands above, like we learned before, stretching high up. You can have the hands, if bringing the palms together is too much, you can have them separate, facing each other. Now, again, bring the hands together if you can, lower down to Namaskara position, to prayer position, and as they come through the midline, start bending forward. Bend forward, bend forward, bend forward, hands by your side. Inhale. Halfway lift, bring the hands to your shin or to your thigh. Look forward. It's not about your looks, it's about your chest wanting to touch the wall in front of you. That will make your spine straight. And again, exhale, come forward all the way down. Inhale, the right leg shoots back. All the way back. Very good. There we are. Now the left. Now you can bring the knees down, move slightly forward so your shoulders are a bit ahead of your wrist, bend your elbows and come all the way down. Very good. From here, the feet are glued to the floor, your thighs are glued to the floor, your pelvis is heavy. Remember that contact with the floor we were working on today. Inhale, lift, head, shoulders, hands. So it's only your back that's working. Exhale down 2 more times. Flying Cobra. Inhale. Leave your head, your shoulders, your hands off the floor. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Very good. Keep the hands now under your shoulders. And again, inhale up, head, shoulders, leave the hands are still on the floor. It's not a big back bend. That's beautiful. Lovely. Yes, very nice, guys. Shoulders, Eva, the elbows a bit closer to your body. Closer to, so nice. Very good. Tug your toes. Come to down to the table pose, remember. And as you exhale, downward dog. Look between your hands, and if we can, with 1 big step, bring the right foot between your hands. The knees off the floor, sorry, babe. I'm so used to have the knee down. So we have a little lunge here, very good. And now the left meets the right, come to the top of the mat. Looking forward, again, the hands on the shins, shoulders away from your ears so your neck is free. Exhale down. You can bend the knees as much as you need to, remember. And the next inhale, bend the knees even more, come all the way up. And exhaling the hands in front of your chest. 1 more time, bring the hands by your side, open the shoulders, inhale up. If you can, perhaps the palms can press against each other. And as we exhale, bring the hands in front of you through the midline as the same time as you start bending forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, the left foot shoots back. Now the right. Once again, bring the knee down, or this time, if you're ready, come all the way slowly, mindfully to the floor. Very good. Nice. You can always bring the knees down, remember? Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, release. We're going to do a variation of Cobra. Bring your hands a bit away from you, just outside the mat. Just outside the mat. So your fingertips are like little spiders outside the mat. Okay? And then you lift up. So you're lifting through the fingertips, and you can even bend one elbow, one shoulder, and then the other. And you can play with it. That's it. You can bring one shoulder down, the other. Play. What is it that you need today? Yeah. Nice. Good work. Come down and up. Your neck is free. And the next exhale, come all the way down. Bring the hands where they usually are. So underneath your shoulders, tap your toes. And once again, you can come into tabletop, and from there, downward dog. Okay. Some of you, you've never done this. You can bring the feet slightly closer. Inhaling, start lifting the right foot up as high as you can, but without twisting the hip. So the hip remains square, like what we did when we were in tabletop. Remember that the hip was square? So the right foot is up. The hip is square. Make sure that your shoulders are square as well. They haven't changed. You're still pushing the hands as strong as you can. Let's see, hold it there. Nice. That might be very strong for some people. And now bend the knee, bring the knee towards your chest. And bring the foot between your hands. Left knee on the floor. Nice. Bring your hands on your knee. Again, if there is any issue with that knee, you can pad it by padding underneath. You can use the mat, you can use the towel. Your hand on your knee. And if you can, bring the arms up. If you want to challenge your balance, you can look up. Notice what it changes in you just by looking up. Perhaps your balance is slightly challenged here. You have to really engage your belly button. If that's too much, you can again look forward again, or you can keep your hands down on your knee. If you have your hands here, grab with the left hand, grab the right wrist and come into a little bit of a side bend. Again, challenging your balance a bit more, as well as giving you a side bend. Come back up to the center. Once again, bring both hands on your knee. Now the left hand on the floor, and give yourself a nice little twist. Looking towards the back of the room. Breathe. How are we with the breathing? Are we remembering to breathe? Come back to the front. Once again, put both hands on the floor. Inhale here, looking forward, and as we exhale, shift the weight towards the back of the mat, lifting the toes for half Hanuman or half splits. We don't want to dump our weight completely down. We want to almost like look forward. Yes, that's it, lovely. Still your chest is open. Breathe. Once again, inhaling, come to the front of the mat, shifting the weight once again. Both hands on the floor, tap your back toes, lift the knee and come into downward dog. Again, both feet slightly closer than usual. Pushing with your hands. Remember, we've been working a lot on that. Slowly, start the left foot up, keeping the hips square. You don't have to go so high. This is enough. Wherever it is that you are today, before the hips start wanting to move, the hips, we keep them square. The knee is pointing at the floor, and the shoulders are still square. Breathe. Very good. And then now again, bend the knee, bring it towards your chest, moving into this plank. And slowly, slowly, the left foot between your hands, the right knee on the floor. And once again, we find ourselves in my favorite pose, Navasana. This is great for your hips. So again, you can enjoy staying here for a moment, see what your body needs, how you feel, the hands on your Selma, if you want to grab something, just stay there. Those who want to move your hands up, you can bring your arms up. If you want to challenge a bit your balance, again, just look up. Explore what we've done earlier today about pressing hand against hand. What happens? How does it change the pose if your hands are pressing strongly against each other? Every little detail, every micro movement we make might change something in the pose. Explore, listen to your body. And breathe. As we inhale, we grow taller, wanting to touch the sky. And as we exhale, we go deeper into the pose, our hips releasing a bit more. The next exhale, we come back down. And again, we put the hand, what's this, the left hand on the left knee, and a little twist. Very good. We're still there. Now look forward again. Shift the weight. Bring your bum towards the back of the room, towards your heel, and lifting the toes, the left toes, look forward. We're not trying to jump down. We're trying to bring the, open the shoulders. Once again, bring the chest towards the front of the room. Perhaps you can explore the relationship of your heel against the floor, your shin against the floor. Exactly the same relationships we had before when we were in all fours on tabletop. Nice. Come back to the front. I didn't do the side bend on this side, didn't I? So hands up again. Grab with the right hand the left wrist and side bend. Oops, now I'm the one falling. Very good. And come back, hands on the floor, tug your toes, leave your knee, and come to downward dog. Very good. Once again, walk or step to the front of the mat. You can do it in 2 steps, or you can do a little walk like we did before. Hang in here. Inhale, lift your head up. Exhale, release yourself once again. Bring both hands to the floor. If you can, if you don't reach the floor, bend both knees, or bring, as I said, something that will bring the floor closer to you, like a block or something. Right foot crosses behind the left. I don't know if you can see, so the right foot just crosses behind. The right leg is as straight as we can, but the left is bent, okay? And again, hanging here. Feeling the deepest stretch on the right back of the leg. You can bend the left as much as you want. You can even walk your hands a bit more towards the left. You can explore, what do you feel? Where do you feel it? And every time you exhale, you bend, you fold deeper. Come back to the center and lock both the right foot, and now it's the left that crosses behind the right. Again, the right knee is bent, the left is as straight as you can, and just bend here. Again, if you want, you can walk your hands more towards the right, giving yourself a little twist at the same time. Observe the difference. Observe the feeling And your legs on your hips. And slowly come back. If you had the twist, come back to the center and roll the legs. Bend the legs generously and slowly, slowly come all the way up. Very good. How are we feeling today? It's a bit fast for some. Bring the legs as open as you can. So more or less, some alignment gurus would say that your ankles are just below your wrist, but I say do whatever is comfortable for you. We are not all the same, okay? Now, the right foot opens up towards the front of the room, and the left remains as it is, so you bring it a bit in. Make sure that we remain here. Bring the energy. Again, remember that connection with the earth we had today. Connection with the earth. So the big toe is really growing roots there. And feel the touch of the outside of the left foot against the floor. That connection with the earth. Open the arms. Look towards the right ring finger. And now slowly, slowly bend the front knee, the right knee. But remember that connection with the back foot. Then inhale, come back, straighten the leg. We're going to do this a couple of times. Okay, exhaling, bend the knee. Perhaps a bit deeper than before, but without losing that connection with the back foot. And as we inhale, we straighten and we bring the arms up to the sky. Nice. Exhale, bend the knee, forward. We're going to do this 2 more times. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward. Perhaps we can bend more. Perhaps we can even open more of our legs. Inhale, up again. 1 more time. Exhale, warriors. Remember that connection with the back foot. Very good. Nice, nice. Yeah, yes, remember that your torso upright. That's it. That's it. Torso is upright and put your weight on the outside edge of the left foot. Very good. The next inhale, the right arm is going to go to the sky for Exalted Warrior. The left leg, the left hand can go alongside the leg, behind your back, anywhere you want. And again, we're going to do it dynamically. Warrior 2. And as we inhale, again, reverse warrior or Exalted Warrior. With the right hand to the sky. You should be feeling a nice stretch on the side of the body. Inhale, 2 more times. Dynamically. Do it at your own rhythm. Focus on your own breath. Remember the Ujjayi breath, victorious breath, ocean breath. Bring it back. Last time. And stay in Warrior 2. And now straighten the leg. Both feet parallel. Put your hands on your waist. Inhale, open your chest, look at the sky. Elbows behind you, want to touch one another. And as we exhale, guided by the chest, start folding forward. Until, if you need to bend your knees, or until your hands can reach the floor. Again, you can bend your knees if you need to. Your hands are straight, your elbows are straight. Look forward. And the next exhale, perhaps you can bend even more, dropping your head towards the floor. Remember that connection of the outside edge of the foot. Go back to that. Lifting the inner arches of the foot. Engaging the inner thighs. Put your weight on the outside edge of the feet. By doing that, you'll feel that the inner arches lift a bit, the inner thighs connect, and that's the job we're doing in Warrior 2. Hands by your waist. And again, using the strength of your legs, come all the way up again. Now turn the left foot. And keep that engagement we had. So the outside edge of the right foot, that's what we're working, growing roots. Bend the knee. Open the arms. The next, inhale, bring the arms up, straighten the leg. Dynamic movement. Nice. Exhale, forward. Inhale, up. Bring the Ujjayi breath. Exhale, warrior. Inhale, up. Again, the outside edge of the right foot is what we're focusing on the breath. Exhale, warrior. Stay here. Almost imagine that the outside edge of the right foot is connected to your ring finger of the left foot. So it's like the two points of one star. They are connected and they are pushing in different directions, if that makes any sense to any of you. Very good. Now keep the legs as they are. Inhaling, the left hand goes to the sky, the right to the leg. Reversed warrior. Exhale, come back to warrior two. Inhale, up, reverse warrior. Nice. Exhale, warrior two. Ujjayi breath. Inhale. Exhale. Engage the glutes. Inhale last time. Exhale. And again, straighten the leg. Both feet parallel. Once again, hands on your waist. This time, heels in, toes out. Yeah, bend the knees for goddess. It's called goddess pose. It's also called gate pose, but I prefer goddess. Knees the same direction of the toes. Let's check that. So if your knees are in, you need to open a bit more or bring the toes in a different direction. So the knees are on top of the toes. You can bring the hands on your, what's this called, thighs. Pull yourself and then drop the left, that's it. And look towards the left shoulder or the right, whichever side you've chosen. Come to the center again. And as you exhale, again, drop, look, a little twist. Come to the center again. 2 more times. Little twist. Perhaps every time we twist, we go a bit lower. Nice, very good, Selma. Last time. Little twist to one side and join this spine twists like a spiral. And come back to the center, and this time, hands in front of your chest, and we just rely on the strength of our legs. Breathe. Can we go lower? How low can we go? Can we lift the toes? Just the toes, not the... If you need to get out of the pose, get out of the pose, and slowly, slowly come up. Nice. Now, toes, heels, come to the center of the mat. Once again, come to the front of the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, press the hand against each other. Bring it through the midline, in front of your face, in front of your chest, and slowly, slowly forward fold. Bend the knees as generously. Open the feet to make it hip width apart. And hanging there in Ragdoll Pose, also called, what's that thing that has a lot of water? Waterfall. You can bring the hand to the opposite elbow and hanging here. Bend the knees. We've been doing a lot of work with our legs. Just let them loose, let them relax. Very good. Once again, hands on the floor. Bring the feet together once again. Bend the knees even more. Bend the knees even more. Hands behind you. as if you were about to jump. And as we inhale, sway the arms, come to a chair. Exhale, bend again. Arms behind you. Inhale, bend towards the chair. Lift, no, lowering the hips, arms up. 2 more times. Exhale. Arms behind you. Inhale, chair. 1 more time. And again, inhale. Come to chair. Now you choose. Start lowering your hips down, down, down. Your arms are still pointing up. There's a moment that perhaps you need to touch the floor or sit down without touching the floor. Ha! Nice. And perhaps we can come into Navasana. You can choose to have your legs bent like this. You can bring your hands behind your thighs to help you. Back is straight. Focus. See where you need to be today. Perhaps we can straighten the legs. Who can straighten? Very good, Freddie. Nice, Matt. Very good, Eva. Nice. Can you let go of the hands, Eva? No. Okay, bend again. This time, those who can stay here or come to a rest, and those who would like a bit more, come into low boat. So low boat, we start going down, extend the legs, only the lower back is on the floor. Lower back on the floor, squeeze the belly button. Squeeze, 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 low boat. And inhale, come back up again. Only those who can. The others take a break. And again, inhale, low boat. 1 more, come on, Freddie, Matt, we can do this. Lower back on the floor, lower back on the floor, and let go, relax. Nice, good work. Very good. Vicky, did you do the low pose? I hope you did. Take a little rest in a mini Shavasana, just a mini Shavasana, don't get too excited. Observe your heartbeat, observe your breath. Very good. We've done it. And now, once again, bring your knees up, facing the sky, the soles of the feet on the floor. 1 more for the core. Hands by your side, palms facing down. Lift the feet off the ground. Your legs are in 90 degrees. So your knees are right above your hips. You can even push the thighs, and the thighs push the hands. Hold it, feel that strength. So your hands are pushing the thighs really strongly, and your thighs are pushing the hands really strongly. Those who want a bit more, you can lift the head and the shoulders off. Only those who can. Carry on pushing though. Feel the strength there. The engagement of the belly button, the engagement of the lower abs. And then release the head and let go. Very good. Keep the feet where they are. We're going to go for a couple of rounds of bridge. I love bridge. It's great for posture. Okay, my posture used to be terrible. Round shoulders, and bridge is one of the best ones for round shoulders. Okay, so your feet are parallel. Your hands are grazing your heels. And as you inhale, push the feet against the ground. Lift the hips up. Bringing the chest towards the chin. Exhale down. And let's go back to remembering the breath. We're going to coordinate breath and movement. Okay? Remember the Ujjayi breath, victorious ocean breath. Inhale. Lifting the hips up. Exhale, lowering the hips. Vertebra by vertebra, mindfully. Inhale. I'm going to do this 2 more times. Perhaps every time you come a bit higher. Exhale. Use the whole of the inhale and the whole of the exhale. Again, push your feet, come up. Stay here for a moment. Take a couple of breaths in this high position. See if every time you inhale, your hips can come a bit higher. You need to engage your gluteus, your butt muscles. You need to engage your feet. Remember that connection of your feet against the ground. Perhaps also the connection of your arms against the ground, helping you there. One more inhale, high chest against the chin. And then as you exhale, slowly, slowly, vertebra by vertebra, come all the way down. Keep the left foot where it is, knee towards the sky, foot on the floor. Bring the right knee to the chest. And help with your hands, bring the knee to your chest. And then extend the leg. Bring the hands, interlock the fingers behind the thigh and push hands against thigh, thigh against hand. So again, two opposing forces. And you can do a couple of either foot rolls or just flex and extend. See what it feels right. If this feels very comfortable, you can play with trying to extend the left foot. But if you feel that then it's changing the relationship or it's too hard, keep it bent. See where you feel like. If this is comfortable, perhaps you can bring the hands a bit higher. We're not playing at pushing or pulling the leg towards you. We're playing at the heel wants to touch the sky, and we're playing the foot again, the leg against the hands against the leg. Creating some tension there that will engage the muscles. And then slowly, once again, bend the left foot, bend the right knee towards the chest. Drop the right foot on the floor, and now extend the left leg up. Interlock the fingers the more unusual way, not the same way you did before, the one that it feels weird. And again, put them behind your leg and press. Leg against fingers, fingers against leg, and create this tension, this strength. And once again, you can stand and flex. You can even do ankle rolls. Ankle, that's the word I was looking for, ankles. In one direction or another. See how it feels. And again, experiment with extending the right leg. If it doesn't change the position of your hips, if your hips are still square and it feels good, stay there. Play with it. See where the leg wants to be today. Once again, you can even raise your arms a bit higher, but we're not pulling the leg towards us. We're still pressing against the hands and the hands against the leg. Feel the difference. Don't just do it because I say, but feel how it feels different. Perhaps the leg is shaking, that's normal. And once again, just bend the right, bend the left towards your chest, or bend both knees towards your chest. You can sway to one side and to the other. And once again, the left foot is on the floor, the right ankle on top of the left knee, and a lying pigeon. Bring the left knee towards your chest, the right hands, well, both hands. You can put the hands behind your thigh or on top of your shin. Bring the left knee towards your, make sure that your right foot is flexed. If it's comfortable, you can push the knee away with your elbow and breathe. Bring back the breath. Your hips are on the floor. We've been doing a lot of hip work with all the warriors and the goddesses. So this is a bit more hip opening posture. If pushing away with your elbow is too much, don't do it. Just allow gravity to do the work for you. If the hand on the knee or on the shin is too much, just bring the hand behind your knee. There's always little options. Every little change you make will alter the pose. Study yourself. See what feels good today. Tomorrow might be completely different. Every day we go onto the mat with a different attitude, a different body. So every day we start fresh and new, even a posture we've done thousands of times. Last breath here. Take a really deep inhale and let go with a big sigh. And then bring the left foot on the floor and cross the right, and now cross the left on top of the right knee. And once again, this might be enough, okay? So maybe you want to keep the right foot on the floor. This might be enough, even just pushing here. But otherwise, just bring the right knee towards your chest. And once again, explore, where do I want my hands? Behind my knee? Or on top of my knee, on my shin? Flex the left foot. And again, do I have room to push my knee or my thigh with my elbow? Perhaps that's too much. Do not do it. See, perhaps because we stay slightly long in this pose, you open a bit more. There is a bit more room with time. Explore. And then just stay still. Breathe. Relax the right leg. Relax the right foot. Relax. That has nothing to do, no involvement. Relax the shoulders. Are you perhaps crouching there without realizing? See if you can relax the shoulders a bit more onto the ground. Perhaps relax your jaw, your facial muscles. Are they tensing? Couple more breaths. Inhale deeply. And exhale with a big sigh. Once again, just drop the right foot on the ground. Unhook the left. Let go. Both feet on the ground now. And now, once again, bring both knees to your chest. Give yourself a last squeeze. Knees against chest. You can make yourself into a little ball by lifting the head if it's comfortable. Again, this is a great posture for digestion, just squeezing all internal organs here. And release the head. And if you feel you want a bit more, you can bring the knees, open them up. Open the knees, separate them from each other, bring them towards your armpits. And you can stay here, or you can move towards happy baby, bringing the sole of the feet towards the sky, grabbing the outside of the feet, or grabbing the shins, grabbing the ankles, wherever it is that's accessible, and give yourself the other play a bit, giving your back a little bit of a massage. You can play with perhaps even extending one leg, extending the other, knowing that the next thing we're going to do is going to be lying in Shavasana. Enjoying that moment where we're going to release onto the ground. The anticipation sometimes is even better than the actual release. So then slowly, whenever you're ready, bring the knees, bring the feet to the ground, extend one leg, extend the other, bringing the feet to the opposite corners of your mat, arms alongside your body, palms facing the sky. Take space and find a nice relaxed posture. You can even turn your head to one side and to the other until you find the middle. Keep your eyes closed or close your eyes now. One last time, inhale deeply and exhale with a big sigh. Letting go. And once again, explore this relationship with the floor. This time, it's not just your buttocks. There is even more contact with the floor. This time, you can trust even more the floor to get hold of you, to support you. Feel your heels in touch with the floor, supported by the floor. Heavy. Feel the back of your legs. Perhaps you can feel the back of your calves. Perhaps one leg feels more in contact with the floor than the other. Observe the differences. The back of your thighs in contact with the floor. Observe that contact. Your buttocks again. Releasing against the floor. Your back. What part of your back? Probably your lower back is off the floor, focusing on the natural curve of the spine, but your middle back or your upper back are in contact with the floor. Observe that. Your shoulders. What part of your arms are in contact with the floor? The back of your hands. Heavy against the floor. Feel that connection. The back of your head. Heavy. Observe your whole body in touch with the floor. Heavy against the ground. Trusting the floor. Trusting the ground. Trusting the earth that's beneath you to support you. Being grateful that the earth is there supporting you. Trusting that connection. Start connecting to your breath again, observing your breath. And now consciously breathing in and consciously breathing out. Again, breathing in deeply. Breathing out completely. Squeezing all the air out. Now start moving your toes and your fingers. Bringing some movement consciously into your body. Perhaps we can move your head slowly to one side and to the other. Bring both feet to touch close to each other. Bring your hands above your head, ready to give yourself a nice long stretch. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Nice long stretch. And then roll towards the right side or towards the left, wherever it's comfortable for you in your environment, wherever it's safe for you to do. Using still one of the arms as a pillow, stay there for another breath. Enjoying your pillow. And then again, using the hands to push you away from the floor, away from the ground. The head is the last thing that comes up. Slowly, very slowly, come up and come back to the sitting position we had at the beginning. If you want to put back a cushion, great. If not, we're not here for too long. Keeping your eyes closed. Coming back to that breath, that connection with the earth. Today, exploring how can we be more connected, more grounded. Today, we were exploring this connection and how this can help us in our balance, physically, mentally. Observe your breath. And again, bring your hands in front of your chest, pressing one hand against the other. Take a big, deep inhale, bringing air all over, bringing air into every single cell of your body. And exhale through your mouth with a big sigh. Let's do it again. Inhale, air into every single cell of your body. And exhale with a big sigh. And lower your head, lower your chin to your chest. And thank yourself for taking this time to be here. And thank you so much for being here with me today.